We just got a brand new gameplay trailer for Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, and thanks to this trailer, we get a bunch of new information about what's going on and who is to blame. But unfortunately, this chapter will be getting delayed. Along with this trailer, Mob Entertainment put out a tweet explaining how the chapter just isn't ready yet. In order to give us the best possible experience, they need more time. It really sucks that we have to wait even longer, but I'm glad to see that they care enough to make sure it's perfect before releasing it. We can expect the new chapter in early 2024, most likely January. But regardless, let's take a look at this trailer. At the very beginning of this trailer, we see an old Playtime Co. TV. On the screen is an emergency alert broadcast on August 8th, 1995 at 11 a.m. issuing a workforce danger alert. This was when the Hour of Joy first began. This was the warning for a massive jailbreak that the prototype started with the help of Catnap, which would release everyone and everything in the facility. Now, right when the text disappears, if you look closely, you can see a giant figure walking in the reflection of the TV. I believe this is Catnap. We then see what looks to be the orphanage where all of the children used to stay. But keep in mind, this was built inside of the factory, as we can see all of the fake foliage, the painted sky walls, and the clear roof of the actual facility above everything. The Playtime Co. attempted to create a real home for the orphans, a place where they could feel safe, outfitted with a school, a hospital, and even a playground. This would give the children a false sense of reality, still living under the control of Playtime Co. Now, following the orphanage shot, we find ourselves inside. We see a dormitory room destroyed and torn apart with a massive hole in the ceiling. This hole is likely where Catnap came in to help the children escape. There is also one of the electrical charge stations on the wall outside of the door. We might be using this to either let ourselves in or out. We then get our first in-game shot of the gas mask we will need to wear throughout part of the chapter. As we know, this mask will be used to counter the poppy gas we will eventually run into. We can assume this gas mask belonged to one of the scientists that worked here. These masks were colored this way so they would appear less frightening to children. So this might imply that these gas masks were consistently worn by the scientists at the playcare, meaning the children were slowly being exposed to the poppy gas without them even realizing. Next, we see a shot of the smiling critter plushies, the ones that were sold to the outside world. But you'll notice behind them are other toys hanging up from the ceiling, just like we saw in previous chapters and teaser photos. This seems to be a recurring theme throughout the playcare, most likely related to the Hour of Joy, meaning someone or something had to have hung up these toys. So, leading us to a shot of an amalgamation of a bunch of dead toys and even a human skeleton attached to a metal frame. This could be the start of the massive silhouette we saw in the second teaser trailer. Some of these dead toys include the Smiling Critters, PJ Pugapillar, one of the Wuggy toys, Mommy Longleg's arm, Bronze Head, Bunzo Bunny, and like I said, even a human skeleton. This is what the prototype had been building behind closed doors, and I talk about how and why in one of my previous videos. We then see what I'm assuming is one of the Smiling Critters hung up but still alive. As you can see, it's still moving. Considering the long ears, this could be Hoppy Hopscotch, but I think this is actually Dog Day. This is because his ears in the trailer thumbnail seem to match the ear shape here, at least in my opinion. We also get chased by Dog Day in the trailer, so either he escaped from these shackles or was let free, hence why he's on the loose. But who knows, this could really be any toy. Next, we finally see the new purple grab pack hand in action. As you can see, it has a reinforced backplate attached to it. This is because we use this to jump and launch off the ground. This new mechanic will bring some variety to the movement and how we get around the facility. In the next shot, we see what looks to be Huggy Wuggy, but I don't think this is the same Huggy Wuggy from chapter 1. I believe this is one of the earlier versions of him, one of the ones that was more vicious, as there were two other versions before the one we saw in chapter 1. This could be from a tape we find showing us how the previous versions acted. We then get to see another upgraded version of the grab pack. Considering the modifications and wires, these arms are different from before, meaning not only will we be getting new hands, but we'll be able to upgrade them as well. With the upgrade we see in the trailer, we are able to shoot through holes that push the hands forward. As you can see, this will definitely create more complex puzzles that we will have have to figure out. Towards the end of the trailer, we get an interesting shot, seeing Poppy sitting on Kissy Missy while Kissy is carrying us, and it looks like we are going up. This could be Kissy Missy helping us get through parts of the facility. This could confirm that Kissy Missy will be a friendly character throughout chapter 3. We know from chapter 2 that she helped us get past a closed door, so I think it's safe to say that she will be helping us rather than attacking us. Speaking of being attacked, we get a shot of Dog Day crawling out from a tunnel chasing us in the playcare. This means either some or all of the smiling critters will be coming after us throughout the chapter, although a few could be friendly, as it's known that some actually worked against Catnap. Speaking of Catnap, we finally get to see the true size of him, although it is just a silhouette of him in the shadows. But regardless, we can see how massive he really is. It is known that he is able to stretch and shrink, so I'm assuming we will end up seeing him in both forms, big and small. I can't wait to see just how terrifying he really is. Now, I also wanted to touch on the audio parts of the trailer. We do hear Poppy say, "Find the flower." And she is talking about the poppy flower used to make the poppy gas and what was also used to help with soul transfers. If we find the flower in this chapter, we might be able to use it to potentially save some of the toys or something along those lines. We also hear a voice recording that says, "That thing, Catnap, the prototype is his god."
That thing, Catnap, the prototype is his god.
Further proving that my theory about the prototype is correct. How the prototype manipulated Catnap into worshipping him and aiding him in the hour of joy. We then hear Poppy say, "The prototype has to die."
Prototype has to die.
So in this chapter, we might finally be taking down the prototype. But what did you guys think of this trailer? I think it looks amazing, and it looks like this chapter is going to be the best one yet. The devs are really putting their time and effort into this game, and it's really showing. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if you like horror game content like this, please consider subscribing. Also, don't forget to follow my Twitter at TerrifiedT. Thanks for watching.